Hey everybody, Coach Gustin here. Just wanted to go over our new programming template starting tomorrow, which is October 15th. So just take you through kind of the themes and the ideas and what was on my mind as I programmed each of these pieces or each of these kind of aspects of the template. So one thing that you'll notice is that warm-ups will regularly have a lot of the same types of movements, and this is for regular exposure to things like kipping, and also some ring muscle up stuff and some handstand stuff as well. So today's theme is maximum aerobic power, where it gives us a chance to just focus on bike and just focus on rowing, with a common test being a 10-minute calorie test on the assault bike, and for example the 20-minute distance test on rowing. So this is just one iteration where we'll see a lot of different interval and rest, work and rest interval kind of balances. So it'll give you a chance again to touch on bike, and then you'll have a 4-minute break and then row. And each of these pieces will typically be 10 minutes. So it'll be 10 minutes of intervals for bike with a 4-minute transition period, a chance to fully recover, relatively fully recover, and then come into rowing for, again, a 10-minute period of intervals. Finishing with lats and L-sit. So L-sit will always be just L-sit progressions, either on box or on parallettes. And then ideally, if you can work towards doing front lever progressions, that's great. But if you need to do something like dragon flag or a kettlebell pullover at the very simplest level, again, just a chance to build directly your lats, this big muscle under your armpit, as well as L-sit, which if you get good at L-sit, you're going to be basically good at any kind of core movement, whether that's toes to bar or whatever else it might be. Day 2 on the template is any classic CrossFit benchmark or potentially level method benchmarks as well. So just as an example, this is Christine. Where I find those is under multiple movements, when you first open and add an exercise, you go to past or library, and then you go to benchmarks and open workouts, and a lot of the ones that I want to focus on are girls, the girl workouts. So if you if you guys want to go through these yourselves and make a suggestion to me, that's great. Otherwise, I will try to artfully work these in just to give us a taste of classic CrossFit. Some stuff again, within general warm-up, it'll be similar stuff every time, touching on basic movement patterns. This gives us a chance to either the hops or the jump rope gives us a chance to regularly touch on double unders as well. And then again from there it is a focus on a CrossFit benchmark workout with our typical cool down type of stretching. From there, the next day, again, is kind of monostructural, but with some kind of either tough weightlifting element or tough gymnastics element. So today is bike and toes to bar, but expect that to retain the monostructural, the cardio element, but it'll switch out again, either gymnastics or weightlifting. It'll have some kind of functional movement worked in there, maybe 1 or 2 functional movements. From there, we have classic strength training, so a focus on either a squat or an upper body pull, and those are going to alternate, but then you'll be able to add in accessory work with, again, when this is squat, you'll see a pull first here in part B as a priority, along with some accessories, again, lower body and core, along with rest worked in there. So this is kind of twofold, right? You get a full kind of focused strength training session. My idea there is about 25 minutes just to focus on strength training, and then some accessory work, maybe 2 or 3 sets of what was missing in part A, right? If it was squat, then it's going to be pull along with some accessory. And this is more of like metabolic conditioning, but with interval work because you have rest in there as well. Cool down gives you a chance to regularly touch on your level method bottom air squat position. And that warm up on that day, is dumbbell focused. It's just a general warm up, again, getting your body ready for the strength training. The day after our squat and pull day is a push and deadlift day, where what you'll see here is that when this is squat, this is going to be a push focus day, and when this is pull up, like an upper body pull focus, then this is going to be a deadlift type day. So again, today it's close grip bench press. It might be shoulder press on another day, another week. It might be weighted dips or similar on another week. When within this day, when this is press or push, upper body work, then you have deadlift as the secondary focus along with some accessory work, and then that 1 minute rest. So it's, again, combination kind of bodybuilding, metabolic conditioning, and interval work for those missing elements. The warm-up that day is, again, a general physical preparation, and then the cool down is touching on German hangs as well as lower body stretching with pigeon. So that's this entire first week of programming. Now, just to run you through the entire rest of the template, we have 2 more workouts or 2 more training styles. So this is isometric day, so you're going to do a lot of just holding positions on this day, but I want it to be a tough challenge. So here again, we get to regularly touch on ring muscle up practice as well as handstand practice, and then the strength training is how I want you to think of it, is focused on isometric holds. So weighted ring support hold, just supporting yourself on the rings with weight around your waist, and then front scale, kind of classic SLIPS, CrossFit.com isometric holds for gymnastic skills, and then again enough rest so that you can come back into that weighted hold with full focus. So you could have 4 sets to build up to a tough set of the weighted holds. And then similar here, weighted false grip bent arm hang, again working on our false grip as well as our static pulling strength, upper body pulling strength. Again, scales, the back scale, these will cycle through, again, CrossFit.com slips, SLIPS, scales, L-sit, inversions, planks, and stretching, but stretching is going to be every day. Now, I don't want you guys to go home feeling like you didn't get some intensity on this day, so after these tough holds, we will have an 8-minute finish where that can be your choice. You can either do a single extended Tabata row where we extend the intervals so that you can actually build up to a top-end speed on the row, or back-to-back Tabatas. Both of these take 8 minutes. It's either 2 4-minute bouts of intensity or a single 8-minute bout of intensity. Back-to-back Tabata, it's your choice what movements that you choose. We are going to see this again and again, so what I could imagine, for example, is that you choose to do 1 Tabata, 1 movement every time, and then switch out the second movement. So for example, if you want to work on push-ups, then you can do push-ups every single time that we do that back-to-back Tabata. You could start, for example, with 30-inch elevated push-ups, and if that goes really well, go down 2 inches on the next session, go down 2 inches on the next session. And across several weeks, you'll see this again and again, to where you can crush your next level method Tabata push-up test. Again, that's just an example. The cool down that day, again, some classic lower body stretching. And then finally, the last one is another metabolic conditioning day, where this one on the 16th is a benchmark workout, either from like a CrossFit benchmark or a level method benchmark. This one is going to be straight from CrossFit.com. I'm going to look through and find ones that apply to our community, or that will work well within our community and within our class. We'll have a specific warm-up for that. These are good days, too, that we'll get to touch on Olympic lifting if there's an Olympic lift in the workout. So, for example, this workout has power cleans, so here we get to work on Olympic lifting technique, and then we get to work on this CrossFit.com workout. That's going to be put in, again, so that we can run it in class, but you will get the stimulus, and that gives you a chance if you follow the link here. Thanks, Nori. If you follow the link here, then you can go to the click through and find the comment section and see what other CrossFitters from around the world are doing for that workout. So a good chance to connect with the global CrossFit community there. And that is it for the general overview. Again, some good stretches that work on your mobility that we get to touch on regularly. So the full spread is kind of a cardio, high intensity, max aerobic power intervals, followed by a CrossFit benchmark, CrossFit level method benchmark, followed by long cardio, but with skill involved, either barbell or gymnastic skill, a squat and pull day, a hinge and press day, an isometric gymnastics day, and then a CrossFit.com day. And then that's going to cycle back through, iterating on those so that we get to see, again, constantly varied within that template. Everything, as always, functional movements, and then every day offers you the chance for high intensity. So we are doing CrossFit here, and I wish you guys the best through this new training template. Good luck out there.